Hello guys, today we are going to discuss about library and information science. So today's topic is Dr. SR Ranganathan. He is the real hero of Indian library science. So if you didn't subscribe my channel, please do subscribe my channel. Okay, so let's go to the topic. Dr. SR Ranganathan born in 1892 in Shiali, and you all know that he is known as the father of library science in India. And his birthday was celebrated as National Librarians Day in August 12. So you all know that in every year August 12 is celebrated as Librarians Day in India because it is due to the birthday of Dr. SR Ranganathan. So his full name was Shiyali Ramamrita Ranganathan. I think you don't see that. Okay, this is his full name, Shiyali Ramamrita Ranganathan, and he was born on 1892. And he was a teacher in Government Arts College, Mangalore in 1917. So he was good in physics and maths. So he was teacher in Government Arts College, Mangalore in 1917. After that, he is the teacher in Presidency College 1921. His career was very vast and he is a genius. His main subject were maths and physics. Please correct it, okay? It is shown as library. It's not library, it's librarian. Okay, 1924, he joined as librarian in Madras University Library. In 1925, he completed his librarianship from England. So, in those days, there is no library science in India. So, he completed his librarianship from England. In 1924, he joined as a librarian and he left to England and learned the course and come back to India. And then the great changes are going to begin in after 1925. He attracts more readers and classify content in scientific basis. So Dr. SR Ranganathan started to do this as a passionate job and he started to classify and organize the books. 1933 he introduced classification method. His classification method is CC. Colon classification is his method. He used this method. He uses librometry method, so he always tried to make it improved, so he used librometry. He took initiative in launching Madras Public Library Act in 1957. So 1957 is a very important year. In 1957, soon we are going to learn more important days. So he take initiative in launching Madras Public Library Act in 1957. Then he worked as a professor of library science in 1947 to 1955. When he was the chairman of UGC Library Commission, he started DRTC. So those who don't know the meaning of DRTC, I added here Documentation and Research Training Center in 1962. So note it down, 1962 DRTC, Documentation and Research Training Center, and that was in Bangalore. Then he received D.Lit from Pittsburgh University in 1964 and Delhi University in 1948. The D.Lit means Doctor of Literature Award. He got it from Pittsburgh and Delhi University. So not everybody got these awards. Okay, it is very hard to get that. And some of the awards he got. He received Padma Shri in 1957. We already said about 1957. He received Rao Sahib Award in 1957. So there are three 1957 here. So he put initiative in Madras Public Library Act in 1957. He received Padma Shri in 1957. He received Rao Sahib Award in 1957. So later he founded Sardar Ranganathan Endowment for Library Science in 1963. So it is an endowment given to the libraries for their performance. He take initiative himself for Sarada Ranganathan Endowment for Library Science in 1963. Okay, it is Sarada. Okay. So after that he published 5 laws of library science in 1931 and he died in 1972 September 28. And the 5 laws of library science is introduced in 1931, and that is one of the biggest achievement of Dr. SR Ranganathan. So the 5 laws are: book are for use, every reader his or her book, every book its reader, save the time of the reader or user, the library is a growing organism. We already learned in our certificate, degree, and PG courses about the 5 laws of library science, and it is made for the development of the libraries in India. It already reflected the library across the India. He always talk about the importance of the books, which we can only use to for the productivity of the library. If a book that is not possible to read or it is outdated can't be used or kept in the library. So each book in the library we have to protect it and also make sure that it is very useful. The second law says about every reader his or her book. So in this law, he gives first priority to the reader who always seek a good book. We learn in the last chapter about the ethics of librarianship. We told that we must only give the book if the reader is interested. We give priority to the reader because he is the customer. So we only give the book if he is interested or not. So we only give the book if he is interested. Don't give according to the interest of the librarian. Freedom to choose the book in the library according to their interest. That is the right of the user or a reader in the library. The librarian don't have any right to compel the reader to read this book only according to his personal interest. So you must always give the freedom to the user to select his book and make sure that the books the reader want is available in the library. Maybe it is a document or any other information, whatever it may be. Make sure that the book is content is always available in the library. The book which is available for a user. The third law of library science. The third law of library science is every book its reader. So this rule give priority to the book or any other information material. It should be always available for the user. So the third law of library science always focus on the importance of the material or information or a book for the user. The second law says about the reader, but the third law is almost like that, but it only focus on the material available in the library. Whatever it may be, we should give it to the user. So we have to use a proper classification method, cataloging method, whatever it may be. We should always give the materials in the library to the reader. So the third law is trying to say the importance of the material in a library it should be provided to the user according to his need. The third law is trying to say that, okay. The fourth law is saying that save the time of a user or a reader. So in a library, if we have thousands of books, save the time of the staff and the reader. So we have to go through the fourth law of Dr. SR Ranganathan, that we have to save the time of the user. We have to create the catalogs, bibliographies, indexes, whatever it may be. We have to save the time. So the user who came the library and waiting for too much of time and which didn't have any systematic order of cataloging or classification, he will not come again. He will lose his time and he sometime he don't get the book he want. That is not good for the libraries. So in those days there is no systematical cataloging or classification in the India, and they don't have any library science. So nobody know anything about the library science in those times in India. So we can go to the fifth law.
So library is a growing organism. Exactly, library is a growing organism. To the day by day, we are growing to the latest technology. We have to change according to the technology, the infrastructure, staff, and the books, whatever it may be. That maybe turn to the digital information resources. And currently, we are using the books, but we have to change according to the technology, and we have to change according to the technology, and we are changing, we are evolving. So, the fifth law says that library is a growing organism. Okay, if the library is growing, we have to change according to the infrastructure of the modern era. So the fifth law is trying to say the library is a growing organism.
Guys, watch our channel and subscribe. There are more videos in the playlist. You can watch that also, or I will add in the description box. Thank you, guys.